Hi, you guys, and welcome to Bubble Talk, episode 49. I'm your host or hostess, Toni Rodriguez, for the evening. I want to say thank you for everyone who maybe hasn't quite tuned in, but will be tuning in shortly. We are here at the beautiful Atelier Isabel Rose. Thank you so much, Ryan LaFleur and Yana, for letting us have this amazing facility. Every week, they are going to be the official sponsor of my filming location. Thank you so much to Atelier Isabel Rose. And I want to thank Northside Maserati, Bella Soleil Tanning, Chloe DeLeo Diamonds, and Mixology, mydrinkbomb.com. You guys, without further ado, let me introduce to you my special guest for the evening, Jennifer Etter. Yay, Jennifer, I'm so excited that you're here. And our friends are tuning in. Susan Mobley says, hi, Toni. I guess you know who that is,
I
right?
do know who that is.
Hi, you guys. I want to say thank you to Teresita. She is my makeup artist and hairstylist, and she gave me the whole J-Lo look today. Thank you, Teresita. I love you. You're amazing, and I love being your Barbie every single Tuesday. Okay, you guys. So without further ado, come on, let's talk a little bit, Jennifer.
All right, I'm ready.
Welcome to the Upper Kirby area here in Houston. I know this is a little bit out of your league because you're usually in Katy, being a mom and being a female entrepreneur, but welcome to Bubble Talk. I'm excited to have you.
This is actually my old neighborhood from when I was young and single.
Oh, there you go.
Yes, I lived just a couple of blocks away.
Oh, nice. Well, tell us a little bit about who Jennifer is. Like, what's your backstory?
Okay. So I grew up in Houston on the west side of town, southwest, in an area called Alief. I had a single mom who taught me that women can do anything and can be all things. And so I had an older brother and half sister and all of that. And so basically grew up, just kind of watching her struggle as single moms do struggle, and kind of learning maybe what my path was going to be. And I've really only lived in Houston. I moved out to Austin for a short period of time, but came right back home.
Aww.
And
I love Austin. By the way, hello, all my friends in Austin. It's my favorite city.
I do love
Besides
Austin.
my home, which is Houston. I love Austin. Okay, so did you always know that you were going to end up, because I'm going to give a little secret and you can tell them a little bit, that you do yoga and that you're a certified yoga instructor, which you guys know is right up my alley. I love exercise. I love being fit. I love being healthy. So tell us how you stumbled into that, or how did you end up doing that?
So when I lived actually here in town, I worked at a place called the Houston City Club, and I was an avid runner. I ran every day, 6 miles a day, until my back went out. Mm-hmm. And then I couldn't run and I couldn't exercise, and they had a yoga class there. And so I decided, well, let me try the yoga. So I went downstairs by the tennis courts and started taking the yoga and fell in love. Like immediately fell in love with how it made me feel about myself, mm-hmm. and how my body started to feel. Mm-hmm. And so I knew immediately I was going to get certified. Wow. So I took a 2 month.
How old were you then? I'm just curious.
Oh gosh, I was in my 20s.
20s,
so that was 2000.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, that was back in 2000. And so, so I got certified and started teaching at all the different clubs here in Houston. And that led me to, after we moved, I met someone who was into the biofield therapy, which is more the healing arts.
Which I am fascinated with. So I'm going to let her extensively talk about this, because it's a complete new field for me.
Yes.
And for most of my audience members. And so kind of elaborate exactly what that is.
So biofield therapy, I'll just give you for instance, when I have a client.
Okay. So
I have someone come to my house. I have an office at the house, and they will come to me for whatever it be. They're having emotional issues, or they can't seem to get things right, or whatever, physical pain. And I look for the patterns that are in the subconscious that are hindering them from moving forward. And that's their story that mm-hmm. could have been created way back when they were a child. Even by nonverbal communication, they believed something, and that story got stuck in the subconscious mind and is replaying over and over again. And so what happens is that story becomes almost like a living, breathing entity that needs to stay alive by the energy or the situation that it originally came from. So I don't know if that makes sense.
That's interesting, because that's the pattern that she's talking mm-hmm. about, of repeating the same mistakes yes. and not quite learning from your mistakes, and
Yes.
why is this always happening to me, and why do I keep doing the same things over and over and over again? That's the pattern, correct?
That is the pattern. And the thing about the difference between maybe doing what I do or coming to see me versus a regular therapist, talk therapist, is my work is really fast because I can get into the subconscious, and we go to the origin of the problem.
How do you get into someone's subconscious? Do you mind me asking that question?
I don't mind. So basically I tune to them, and so it's all energy and vibration. So once I tune to your radio station, then I can do what's called applied kinesiology, which is muscle testing, to go down the timeline to see what's going on.
Oh, wow. So through the physical body, you're able to find out what's going on with someone mentally.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
That's super cool. I'm like down. I'm so down with this because I feel like I've always been very empathic. I know my grandmother was. People in my family always talk about this. Like, I would walk into a room and I'm like, I don't like what I'm feeling here because I'm very like intuitive and very much emotionally connected to my environment.
Yes.
I don't know if you can tell that, but yes. So I go by the vibe that I'm feeling, right? And so that fascinates me because I feel like I'm a very good judge of character and by people because of how I feel when I'm around them. But if you can use that to heal someone and give them something positive, oh my gosh, that's like a whole different genre, correct?
Right, it is.
Wow.
It is.
And so at what point in your life did you stumble upon that? Like, so you're teaching yoga, and so how did you get into that?
That was, I actually, when I had my first child, who's now a 14-year-old, I actually started praying because I was experiencing so much more, when you get pregnant and you're even more sensitive.
Sure.
And so I started praying to figure out what can I do with this? And literally took over a yoga class for somebody, and something in my head said, you need to get to know her. She's going to lead you to your teacher. And sure enough, she watched my class, introduced herself to me, called me the next day and said, I have this teacher. I don't know if you'd be interested in taking a class like this. And that was it.
Wow. So there's something very much about you were called, so to speak, to do this. When things fall into place and things seem to be happening easily, have you ever had that situation? It was like, I don't know what happened. It's timing. People always talk about success is based upon timing.
Right.
I don't believe that. I really feel like you have to position yourself in certain arenas or certain spheres of influence to provide opportunity to come to you. You're not going to have opportunities fall in your lap if you are isolating yourself and you're in a room all day by yourself.
It's true.
It's just never going to happen that way, correct?
Correct. And you have to raise yourself up to whatever level you want to attract. So like I say, radio tuning, it's the same thing. If you wanted to meet a certain type of people, you need to raise yourself up to that.
Correct.
To attract them.
So can we say hi to a few people? I see some people here. Michelle Tello. Hi, Michelle. She is our reigning Miss Houston.
Oh, I've
Mrs. Houston. Hi, Michelle.
Gorgeous. I've seen plenty of pictures.
Paul says happy birthday.
Eric, yes.
Yes, happy birthday, Eric.
I did tell Eric I would do a shout out. Happy birthday,
Please do.
Yes.
Hi, you guys. I want to say hi to Samantha. Christine Smith.
That's my mom.
Hi, Mom. Like touching too many buttons. Hi, we're back. Hi, Mom. I love moms. They're amazing. Karen Blanton, do you know who that is?
Yes, and I see Erin Pika is there too. She's an amazing person.
Nice. Okay, hold on. So I'm going to say hi to Nancy. Hi, Nancy. How are you doing? Now I can see you guys. Earlier I couldn't. Samantha's watching from LA.
Oh, nice.
Hi, you guys. Look at all these people. And there's my beautiful mom.
Oh,
hi, Mom.
I love
Mary Helen Martinez from Helotes, Texas. Hi, Mommy. I will see you on Friday. She's amazing. Christine Smith is your mom. Allison Hughes says, hey, hey.
Hey. Oh, yes. I love Allison.
Erin Pika. Erin
Mm-hmm.
Pika. Thanks for watching. You guys are amazing. Look, Kenya Tate.
Yes, I do.
Hi, Jennifer. So you guys, thank you so much for tuning in. And of course, the beautiful Susan Mobley. Hi, Susan. Thank you so much for watching. Apologize if we don't get everybody in. I want to use this time as much as we can to make sure that people get to know you and find out your story and what
Right.
this is all about, because you guys also know that I'm all about inspiring, motivating, and giving people positive energy and giving people an opportunity to break the cycle, not be stifled, live outside the box, live outside your current limitations.
Yes.
Those types of things really fascinate me. And I really believe that we as people have an opportunity to inspire and motivate way more than we realize.
It's true.
That we're so incredibly capable of so much more. Eunice Bell says hello. Hello, Eunice. How are you? So I'm so excited to see all these people here.
Me too.
And saying some really lovely things. Oh, let me go back because I have to say hi to Susan. Hey, Susan. How are you? Thank you, guys. All you beautiful people. Lisa Richardson, Darla Castile, Allison Hughes, Eve.
That's her name. She's in Oklahoma.
Hi, Allison. Thank you for watching from Oklahoma. You guys, we really appreciate it. So getting back to your story.
Yes.
So now you're in this process of being very empathic and you have a practice out of your home. And can you talk to people who are my single moms out there who are working, struggling, finding out that they want to do something more?
Right.
How do you help people who are kind of stuck in that cycle?
So let's say, I do have a mom come to me. And so what we would look at is we would look at her patterns. Then we would look at how can we fit whatever it is she wants to do into her current life.
Okay.
Because sometimes it's relationships. Actually, a lot of times it's relationships. We as humans, that's what we deal with. We deal in relationships, be it in business or personal.
Sure.
And so what we find is that whatever you've got going on inside of you that you're attracting, because we'll say, well, no one can hear me, no one wants to listen to me, or I can't get this done. Well, there is something inside saying, I can't be heard. And so we literally go back and let's say we discover, let's just say this, we discover it's, I can't be heard, right? No one can hear me. Then what we would do is we would go back and we would rewrite that and say, okay, well, what's the opposite of I can't be heard? And so some of that may be I'm respected, my voice is loud and clear, I have words that flow through me that people can hear. And we create these mantras. And what that does is it begins to rewrite that story. And then I also have them go back to the age that we discovered that came from, and they have a conversation with that little girl.
Wow.
Yes.
That's deep. That's really, really deep. And just her energy is very soft. She has this very calming, I can see you in this aura because you're like that. I could never do this because I'm way too, get over it. You'll be fine. That's my personality.
Right.
It's like, but you have this sweet, like very soft, but yet confirming,
right.
a very confirming way of talking to people. And it's really beautiful. Like I'm watching her and you kind of get lost in it. And I would love to meet with you off camera, of course.
Yes.
And just kind of talk and kind of elaborate a little bit more about what it is you do. Now, what do you find? Because I know you do both male and female. What do you find? Is there a common denominator amongst women, working women? Are we trying to do too much? Are we trying to
There is a huge one. I am not enough.
Oh, wow.
I am not enough is definitely a big one. That's a common denominator.
And why is that? Why do you think we as women feel that way?
Part of it is society.
Okay.
We're constantly bombarded with all different stereotypes of people that we think we need to be. I mean, we can wear skirts and pants now. So there's just so much more that we can be. So there's almost a feeling of we need to do it all. There's a responsibility that we need to do it all. Also, too, a lot of times it takes two incomes to support a household nowadays. And so women are having to be moms, clean the house, take care of the kids, drive them around,
And single moms have to be mom and dad.
Yes, that's what my mom was. My mom was mom and dad.
Yeah. And I'm raising two boys, so I have to teach them how to be men.
Right.
When you're a female. And people don't realize that what kind of struggle. And do you find it that it's generational? Do you think that the younger women of today in their 20s who are very smart and very educated are so different than the millennials and the baby boomers and, the Generation X? Is it really different? Because I know for my friends who are my age, right, in their 40s and 50s, we struggle with a whole different set of problems
Right.
than the 20 and 30-year-old moms, because there are 20 and 30-year-old
Right.
moms out there, right?
There are.
We don't have a whole lot as far as in common with them because our issues are so different. One, we have the internet and social media, which has changed life and culture completely.
Yes. Oh, yes. Everything that we do is completely different because of our technology now.
Correct.
I mean, everything.
And so do you find that it's generational, it's very different?
I do find, so the baby boomer generation has a different idea that they have set upon themselves of what, how to handle the house, how to handle men, how to handle people. And then you've got our age, because I'm also in my 40s, where we then are a little bit different, have a little bit different. And then you have I find, I don't want to completely generalize,
right.
Where the 20-somethings, 30-somethings, I sometimes envy them.
Really?
Yes, they have blown me away. There's so many of them that they just don't stress about some of the things that I do in terms of relationships. There's a lot more easygoing. And
because they can swipe right or left. That's why.
Maybe that's it. There's so many more options.
Because people became options and they are no longer people. That's why it's easier. That's why we're so emotional, because we grew up at a time where we still had to use the telephone, right? To call someone up or answer. I'm not going to answer. Now it's, people have relationships via text, and it's so unconnected almost, right? We had to go somewhere to meet someone instead of Skype or FaceTime, you know?
Yes.
I mean, it's just unreal. The situations are so different.
And actually, I got married before that really took off. And so I have no clue what that world is like on a personal level.
And I had to spend a lot of time with my mom, and she's 77 and ill. Love you, Mom. Started her first day of chemo today. Love you. Mm-hmm. We're all praying for you, and I know you're going to do well, and you're amazing. And I'm so glad that all my cousins from Austin, Bertha and Andy, and everyone who showed up today to be so supportive and take my mom to her first chemo treatment. I love you guys. I know you're watching me, and I will see you very, very soon. But I mean, watching her watch me, because she was like, you have to keep doing your show, and trying to teach her social media and the internet, and they're so different. They were raised different. I mean, that generation, a lot, my dad's I don't understand why we have to change anything. Why can't we just keep it the same? This is bull crap. I mean, my dad, that's my dad, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm like, Dad, because it's really for you. I was literally showing my mom how to shop at Walmart online, right? She was floored that she could push 2 or 3 buttons, put her credit card, and someone will deliver her groceries. It was what? No, that's mind blowing. And my dad's like, well, I like to push the basket. I like to go down every line. I'm like, Dad, but that's what's the beauty of it. Is for people who want convenience, this is for Mom, because she's not going to be able to get up and go shopping.
Right.
But for people who, like you, that still want to go to Walmart, you can do that. That's what the beauty of this world and how this culture has evolved through the years, is there's a little bit of something for everyone.
It's true. Right?
And we're still all the same people. We're still all humans. Thank you, Karen. She says prayers for your mom. I appreciate that. Very, very much. My mom is probably one of the strongest. No, she is the strongest person that I know. And I've learned probably the most valuable lessons of my life in the last 4.5 weeks.
Wow.
Really, it's been incredibly enlightening. And I realize where I get my strength. I realize where I get my resilience, and my determination is definitely from my mom. My father's amazing. He just supported her. Right. He just held her up, always been that firm foundation for my entire family to stand on. And he is recovering from his heart surgery. Daddy, love you too. So it's been a lot.
Yes.
But even in times of that kind of dark place that most people what are you doing? And I'm commuting between Houston and San Antonio daily. It's this is where your faith is tested. This is where your person is tested.
Yes.
This is how you figure out what you're made of,
it's
basically,
true.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And I feel blessed because I have these 2 incredible role models who not for a minute will let me doubt myself, let me be tired, let me cry. They're just what are you crying about? I'm right here.
Right.
Which is, let's not waste this minute because we're not going to get it back.
Right, live in the moment.
So let's talk and laugh and say jokes and things that are inappropriate, because that's my family, and have a good time. And I'm like, okay, here we are at Bubble Talk.
I love it.
So that's their perspective. And I really love the idea that you, let's talk about this, make a living, that you're now part of a company.
Yes.
If you want to talk about that and elaborate a little bit about that.
Sure, which I also believe I was led to. It was another one of those prayer times.
Wow.
To get, very personal. My husband and I were going through financial problems.
Sure.
And I was going to have to go back into the corporate world, which I hadn't been in the corporate world since I left it to teach yoga.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's not something I wanted to do because I wanted to be everything for my daughters. I wanted to be able to be home with them. They both
talk about that. How many daughters?
I have two.
Okay,
I
two
have
girls.
a 14-year-old and a 9-year-old.
Wow.
And they both have their own learning disabilities.
Okay.
And so we need more, need to be with them more.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Oh, you want me?
Yeah, names are fine.
Allison and Clara.
Hi, because they're going to watch you, Mommy, and they're going to be like, you didn't say my name.
Right.
Kids love that.
Yes.
My boys don't. Most kids love it,
No, they will.
Thomas and Marcus. There, I did it. They're like, Mom, don't say my name.
Oh, no, my girls will love that.
Yeah,
I'm glad I was reminded to say their names.
That's awesome.
So I didn't want to be taken away from the house,
Mm-hmm.
and because I knew that was going to be something I really did not want. So again, I started praying, and I had just finished writing my book, and was I just kept feeling the whole time I was writing the book was get this book published. Something's coming. I didn't know what. So I published the book. I was planning on having the launch party, and I needed to lose a little weight because we had gained some weight. My husband and I both. Yes, I'm telling on you, Eric.
And happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Yes. And so I was just looking to lose some weight, and I tried all kinds of things. And someone posted on Facebook that they started drinking this coffee and losing weight. And I said, hold on, because I drink coffee. And I don't remember to take pills. I don't know ever when I'm going to eat. I've always been that way. So I said, let me try it. So I jumped in, tried it, loved it, lost some weight before my launch party where my skirt was too big. And she immediately, the next day, got a hold of me and said, there is a business involved with this, and they're actually launching this weekend, and started telling me some of the things. And so I said, why not? And at the moment, I could afford it. Because it really was not much at all. And I said, well, why not? So I jumped in and just ran with it. And within months, I was doing really well. I got to know the CEO and the president right off the bat. They came to Houston for the first Houston meeting that we put on, which was only 30 days into the business.
Wow.
And got to really learn their hearts and where they are spiritually and, religiously. And so I definitely resonate with that. And then I got to learn last summer. I went to Dallas. I just said, you know what? I'm just going to put myself in the middle of all this because it's based out of Dallas. And I got introduced to why training. Well, what I realized is that it's very similar to the work I do with my clients.
I was about to say, isn't that like self-discovery and why is like our purpose? And
yes.
Okay.
And so the way that our CEO was putting it together was very similar. So I asked him if I could kind of blend my work with his and create something.
Awesome.
And so he said, yes, sure, and I want to see it when you're done. So I did. I created a why training, and I sent it to him so he could see it. And I've been using it to help others on Zoom and in person in meetings. And so
I'm so excited that you said this because I recently joined a company too, and I'm not going to announce it right now on this show out of respect for you because this show's about you, Jennifer.
Okay, thank you.
Understand that. But I'm doing a lot of Facebook posts, and coming up, I recently joined a company that's very similar to yours. And I wholeheartedly feel that it's important for us to support other female entrepreneurs because especially those of us who are single moms and trying to do a whole lot for our families. And I know you're very family oriented. I know it's your husband Eric's birthday, and I took her away from her husband. So thank you, Eric, even though we've never met. I appreciate you lending me your wife for 45 minutes. I appreciate that very much. But I think it's really vital and important because I was talking to my mom about it over the weekend. I said, Mom, I really believe in this. This is something that I've stumbled upon over the last 3 or 4 months, and I'm not one to support anything or represent anything that I have not tried for months and kind of done my research because I eat clean, and it's really important what I'm consuming, and I just wanted to make sure if I'm going to allow my children to drink this, or allow my friends and family, or my mom who's undergoing chemo, that I wanted to know exactly what was in it. But I love those types of organizations, those types of companies that support health. And that's the key. It's about giving you more energy so you can do things that are more healthy.
Right. It's
and
true.
More fit.
It's true.
And lose weight and be healthier, because those things are like so crucial. Like right now, everybody on all of the social media, it's about being healthy, losing weight. It's no longer a New Year's resolution. It's like a life resolution. Right. Correct?
Yes.
Is that what you feel like most people are coming to you for now, about losing weight and trying to be more health conscious?
Oh, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, they're coming. They're definitely coming for
Yes.
that.
Mm-hmm.
And also the stress and anxiety. And so anything that can help alleviate stress and anxiety.
Well, I can tell you what's going to alleviate stress and anxiety for me. My battery says 4%, so I'm about to plug in my computer charger. It's right down there in that. I want to say hi and thank you to Paul and Eunice who are here watching the show. Thank you so much. There's a charger. And it goes right here. And they're my new little production team today. They're so nice and sweet to come by and be very supportive of Bubble Talk and of Jennifer and I. Really, really, you guys, I appreciate it so much. So they're going to plug us in. It's right here. And there's an outlet behind us. Just to make sure all our 21 viewers who are watching right now, wow, I need to bring you on much more, Jennifer. Like,
I'd love to come on.
Beautiful women here, and look at all these peeps. Okay, so Karen says products alleviate stress and anxiety. We love that. So real, love it. Beth Townsend says, so real, love it. Mary Edwards, it should be for life. Absolutely. You guys, thank you so much. Give us a thumbs up, and also let us know where you are watching from. That's always like really cool and exciting to go back. Oh, hi, Jennifer from Georgia.
Oh.
Stop. How are you? Like, I love that. I love to know that people are watching from different parts of the country, different parts of the city, different parts of the state. That's exciting. And it also shows people who are like you and I, who are entrepreneurs. Why would we do this? Because you can reach a much larger, broader audience through social media. Yes. Like gone are the old days of selling door to door.
Yes.
We don't do that anymore. We do it like this with Facebook Lives and our social media posts and our ads on Facebook and on Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, right?
Right.
So you guys, watching from Tulsa, Oklahoma. Hi, how are you, Allison? Thank you so much for being so supportive. Samantha says Los Angeles, but I'll be home in Houston soon. She's coming home on Friday. Samantha, can't wait to see you, girl. Thank you. Kenya's from Katy, Texas.
Yes,
you know Kenya?
I do know Kenya.
That's awesome.
Scott Fosbickle.
Do you know Scott?
I do.
Hi, Scott. How are you?
He's a great guy. He's the #1 earner, actually.
Nice. Wait, let's put you back. You're not just a little guy. You're the #1 earner. You get to be on for a little bit. Well, cheers. I just really enjoy getting to know you. Before the show, a lot of people come and they ask us things like, can I have the questions beforehand and blah, blah, blah. And I said, that's the real beauty of Bubble Talk for me, is that I want to get to know my special guests the way my audience and my viewers get to know my special guests. Yes. Like, it's not about, we're not trained monkeys. We're not going to come on and say blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. I just want to get to know Jennifer. Mm-hmm. I want to get to know about, things about you, your family, what you do, to earn an income, because we're all here truly to inspire each other. Barbara Davis says, we build by giving. Yes, Barbara. Yes, I love that. Scott says, Jennifer Brown Etter is an amazing leader. I agree. I'm getting to know her, Scott. And I think that's important, that we continue to support each other. If there's anything in the future that I can do for you. I know you're not going to be here for my party in 2 weeks.
I know.
You're going to be traveling because of her business, but it's been a 1-year journey for Bubble Talk. exactly 1 year today that I started this amazing journey to produce my own Facebook Live show. And, we average 2,000 to 3,000 views per week. And and it's all organic. And I just feel incredibly blessed. So thank you to all my Bubble Talk viewers. I feel blessed to have special guests like you who are amazing leaders, like Scott said, who are just so interesting about how their life has evolved and how they've become these power leaders and micro influencers in their community and influencers in their business. And I'm all about supporting people who are family oriented, who are always giving out positive vibes, and no matter what, because our journey has never been easy, but we don't talk about it much. We focus on the positive.
Yes.
Because I really think that's incredibly important. Ashley Denning says, "Hey, Jennifer."
Yes, I love Ashley.
Hi, Ashley. Where are you from? Let us know where you're from. And again, I want to thank Atelier Isabel Rose. I really think this is one of the most incredible salons in the city. If you've not had the opportunity to come by and visit, you should. And I want to open the invite of my 1-year anniversary party. Will be next Saturday, April 27th. From 6 to 8, if you're in the area. Stop by for a glass of bubbles. MyDrink.com and Mixology will be the sponsor, as well as Light Bites, a DJ. I will be here, and all 50 of my past guests will be here to welcome you. She unfortunately won't be, but we'll have other parties. But if you're in the area, I'd like to personally invite you to come out. I'm just feel very, very blessed to have had you on today's show. And where can people find you? Is there a couple of social media platforms that they can find you on?
Sure, of course. You can always find me on Facebook, Jennifer Brown Etter. You can also find me at findherseat.com. Those are going to be two of the main ones. And then Instagram, Jennifer.Etter.
Okay, Jennifer.Etter. You guys, in the description, I will definitely put all of her links if you're interested in contacting her for her business there in Katy, Texas. If you'd like to buy some products from her, if you just like some personal information, maybe some motivation, you're a female entrepreneur and you're needing some guidance, I definitely want to recommend you reaching out to Jennifer. And I also want to thank all of my sponsors. I don't have to go through that entire list again, but I love Northside Maserati. I love the salon, Ryan and Yana. I also want to say hello to all my friends on the committee of #TheRedProduction. We're having an incredible event on May 24th at Edo, and we just thank you so much, Houston, for supporting AIDS Foundation Houston. And I will also put our ticket sale link in the description, along with Jennifer's information. And just thank you for always following Bubble Talk. Thank you to everyone who listened and was talking with us today. I hope I didn't miss too many people. Beth says, "So proud of you. Can't wait to see you next week." Wow. Thank you so much. You guys, I'm going to try not to tear up, but I have some incredible people that watch me every Tuesday. Much love. I hope you get to come to my party. Thank you for spending Tuesday evening with us. Have a great evening, you guys.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.